Howdy, it's Matt. It's Maiden time. We're going to go for the second attempt with the Hardcore 38. After the last time somebody didn't put enough nuts in the motor mount and the motor came loose. So they're over there sorting out some FPV, so we'll do a line of sight Maiden and hopefully it's alright. Just give you a heads up, quick rundown. We have 4 massive great big bolts in the back of there. And again, I'm going to take this off my head just to show you. If you have a look in there, can you see how much lead I've had to ram in the nose on both sides to get hit CG on this one? And the reason why I've had to do that, and again I swear blind, it's something really simple. I don't know how well you can see it on the camera. Those 2 servos need to be up here, and if those servos were up here, it would be in front of the CG, and it would require less lead in the nose. Because even with a great big 3300 pack, 4S pack, it's still not hitting CG. So anyway, let's get that in there, Mo. Make sure my transmitter's on. Yeah, Hardcore 38. There we go. Better make sure that motor's going in the right way as well. Right, left, up, down. Plenty of welly. Let's go and give it a lob. Engine on. They're going for a lob, gents. Okay. Oh, look. Engines on. I got a real one up there. Mine's better. Very pitchy. Very pitchy. Probably needs more nose weight, to be honest. Right, so bringing it around. I know I'm flying away from myself, but there's maybe a little bit left trim in there. Let's go out there and clean the bollocks off it. Low rate. Right, I'm in low rates now. I reckon that needs more nose weight. It just feels like it needs it. Feeling good, feeling good. Yeah, roll weight's really slow on it, which is no big surprise because I'm quite low rates. The glide on it is mental, but it's very sensitive on the pitch, which to me, more nose weight. I reckon if we stuck a run cam on the end, that would solve it. See if I can bring it in for a. I was aiming for a slow pass, believe it or not. There we go. And with these Hardcore wings, because of all those fins on them, on the wings itself, they really do hold their attitude in the sky. They're very peculiar to fly. Like and I mean that in a good way. They're very peculiar because they hold their attitude so well. Yeah, maybe I need some more aileron. They're not. Low rates. I need less elevator and more aileron because the roll on it, even on high rates. Yeah, even on high rates, low rates, it's not particularly fantastic. So when I get back to the bench in a moment, I will be putting more expo in the elevator. Look at that glide. It's just glide. Alright, let me just make the point on the glide. So up we go. Banker over, so power's off, gliding, still gliding, and again we're going to be losing some airspeed because we're turning, but we're still gliding. That's how well these models glide. Just have to get a bit of welly then. Ah, look, there you go, more nose. I caught you, bitch. Do you see that? I don't know if you saw that on the camera. As I was going around with very little power on, she went to drop a wing, just like literally just tip stall on me. And that's tail heavy. Or a telltale sign of being tail heavy, if that makes any sense at all. So I'm going to get this down. More expo in the elevator, more nose weight, which we can put a camera on the nose, and more aileron movement, because the rolls on it in the moment are not nice. And there was a bit of waggling that then, but we've got a crosswind coming in from the bottom, so we will let her off. So landing. There we go. In she comes.
Engine off.
Right, I hope that made sense, and I hope I'm still recording. In short, definitely need some more nose weight. That was definitely still tail heavy, even with that amount of lead in there. And again, it's about 200 grams worth of lead in the nose. I was kind of hoping that I wouldn't have to run this one with a HD camera on the front of it all the time. But it is what it is. The motor's not hot. So there's the setup, and yeah, like I was saying, if we put these servos at the back, nearer the front, that would have helped with the CG, because I'm having to put so much weight in the nose, it's just silly. So yeah, if I was to build this one again, I would have plugged in the holes which were pre-cut in the wing and put them right up here, because that would definitely help with the CG. And again, all I've got in there is... Oh, just realised that hole's probably blocked up, so so the ESC is probably toasty. No, ESC is just lukewarm. So yeah, all I've got is 60 amp ESC in there. There is a hub OSD board and a video transmitter, and that's it in there. There's nothing massive in weight, and I know I've got the motor that way round, but you're trying to keep the propellers away from the edges, you know, otherwise it just makes stupid amounts of noise. So what do we say? Getting the old transmitter page, and again I'll show you what I've got here. So yeah, we need way more aileron movement, so I'm going to change that from 45. Actually, I'm going to leave low rates as 45, and the reason why I'm going to do that is because if you are racing and you're going so fast, well, actually, even saying that, it was so bad, I think I'm going to chuck that to 65, maybe a little. Yeah, let's go 70, and then with the medium rates, which is that one there, I'm going to change that up to 100 because it was so dire. And then for the elevator, look, I was right down on 50. I think it's because we're so tail heavy, is that it's so pitch sensitive. So just play on the safe side. I'm going to just whack a little bit more expo in that. So I'm going to go up to 65 expo. So you're getting to see how much expo that I will fly with if the model needs it. So let's crank that up to 65 as well, because it was pitched. And again, I know it's tail heavy, but if it's doing that, let's get that one up there. I'll tell you what, put that on 70. So that's the setup which I've got. 70% in ailerons on low rates for 50 expo, then 100 for the ailerons for medium and high rates, and then for the elevator I've got 50, 75 or 74 and 100 for the elevator, because it was really pitch sensitive. So yeah, that pitch sensitivity is definitely a sign of tail heaviness. So yeah, I'm going to stick a run cam on the front, HD one, run cam 2, and see if that cheers it up a little bit. I'm sure that's going to sort it. And let's put that into what actual movements we're talking about. Put this back on my head.
Telemetry recovered.
So that's how much movement we're talking about. So that's on low rates. And that's all the movement we're talking about on the elevator. And then for ailerons,
high rate.
So not that much on ailerons. In fact, we probably need a bit more. I might overextend the ailerons, and that much on elevator, but that's on high rates, so that's for doing crazy stuff. But low rates. That's all the movement we've got. So hey ho, that was the second Maiden of the Hardcore 38. And like I was saying, it needs a little bit more work, and again, frankly honest, those servos, I wish I'd put them up further to hit CG, because I've got so much wasted weight in this model now. It just feels wrong, if that makes sense. Having to put like useless weight in a model, it doesn't sit well. And it also makes it difficult because one of the things which I'd actually like to do is push this motor back a little bit more, up another notch, so that we get even cleaner air up there, so we end up with it running faster and less noise. And I can't do that. So it is a bit frustrating. I may dig these servos out and move them forwards. But then again, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to keep this wing, because the Hardcore 44 does fly so well. I hope this one gets up to the grade of the 44, and again I'm comparing this to the Hardcore 44, which is an absolutely fantastic wing. This one not getting there at the moment. And Chris, I know you're going to watch this, Chris Click, who actually makes the wing. Yeah, sorry fella, the Hardcore 44 is a better wing at face value at the moment. So hey, we're going to have a tweak on the bench and see what goes from there. So for myself, Matt, if you've got any questions about the Hardcore 38, please let me know underneath this video. Yeah, happy days. Cheerios!